Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got some more Kicks beers again. I felt like I only did a showcase for them a couple of weeks ago, which I did. So, yeah, what happened? I think I got their last monthly beers a bit late, and then these ones I've got fairly early. So, they've ended up getting pretty close together. Normally, they'll have like four, like a lot of the other breweries, or two. But last month they had five, and I thought, oh, that's getting on a bit to do in one video. But this month they've got six. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to do all six. See how we go. Two of the beers at the end are Belgian beers. So if I get to a stage where I have the four and I feel that's enough, I'll just do the four and leave the Belgians for another time. But yeah, good mix actually. You've got an ESB, a West Coast Pilsner, I think a hazy, a West Coast, and two Belgians. So yeah. So obviously I'm going to start off with the bitter. It's actually a collab with Track, which is pretty cool. It's called Ryefield, with 2026 harvest red earth from Ryefield hops. 4.5%, brewed in collaboration with Track Brewing, harvest hops from Ryefield, Australia. Yeah. So that'll be a good one to start on. And then after that, we've got, I feel a sneeze coming on. After that, we've got a double dry hopped West Coast Pilsner called Double Down. Pretty cool can artwork with the two dice. And yeah, those of you that aren't familiar, Kicks are out of Marrickville in Sydney, that awesome area with all the great craft breweries. Then you've got a double dry hopped West Coast IPA called Throwing Shapes, and that's at 6.8%. Pretty cool can artwork. Random images there. Cheers, Jack. Good to see you, brother. Next is Mixed Messages, double dry hopped hazy double IPA. These are the beers they've been doing really well with of late. But I prefer their West Coast stuff and their lagers. They have very different can artwork. Like it's all very, I don't know, very abstract, very different. You go into a bottle shop and you wouldn't be able to tell a Kicks beer just because it's all looks totally different. Apart from these Belgians, these look the same. So you got a Belgian blonde at 6.8%. It looks like a Munich beer with the blue and the white, like an Oktoberfest beer. And then Gravitas Belgian Quad at 8.7. So see what I mean? If I feel a bit tired and like I've had too much, I'm just going to call it quits after the first four. The reason why I'm going at this time on a Sunday night is I don't go back to work till tomorrow afternoon. So, yeah. Otherwise, I'd be in bed. So, yeah, hopefully we get a few people in tonight. I did two stouts yesterday. I was meant to do a few beers last night, but yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. I haven't really. I've only had I think I've only had two beers this weekend. I haven't been on any panels or anything like that. So we've got the hashtag proper glassware with old mate on there, and the K logo. The K logo is starting to fade, which is a bit of a shame because this is the OG glass. I've never put it in the dishwasher or anything. It's the worst thing for it. So yeah, let's kick it off with the bitter. So yeah, Track Brewing are out of Manchester. They're one of my favourite English breweries, so it's pretty cool that they've done a collab with Kicks out of Sydney. And yeah, it's like an English style beer. So let's get into it. Cheers, Steve. Yeah, good beer. Nah, I've already had that one before, mate. It's a good beer, that one. Now, how much am I going to go of each one? It's scary that there's 6. I might go, yeah, maybe half a glass. I'm going to have no room to put anything. It's going to be a bit of a shit show. So, yeah, it looks like a bitter. It's got that like copper colour to it. Nice white head, about 1 finger. Fairly clean. I would say light, probably light carbonation, but light to medium body. Let's go with smell. Smells like brown bread and nut. Yeah, it's got like a nutty edge to it. Brown bread, like a little earthy, maybe like a touch of like raisin or something like that. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, beers like this, they're pretty simple. It'd be the type of beer that would probably be lovely on cask or cask, whichever part of England you're from. So yeah, don't be afraid to pop up in the chat if you're here and you're just tuning in. Doing 6 beers tonight, legend status. I think it's just a good way to do live beer reviews. If you're loyal to a brewery and you buy their stuff every month, it's cool just knocking them all out of the park in one hit. And like I feel like that's a good way for people if they're regular followers of yours and they want to get some stuff that's like, oh yeah, you really like that recent lot from Kicks. And there's some beers that you wouldn't probably review. It sort of forces you to review stuff that, yeah, you probably normally would go, nah, fuck it, that's not good enough for YouTube. Or... Cheers, Paul. Good to see you, bro. You'd like this little 6, mate. It's got a bitter. It's got a West Coast Pilsner. It's got a West Coast. And it's got 2 Belgians. It's only got 1 hazy out of the 6. Yeah. But yeah, it's 6, so it's a lot of beers to have in one live review. So I've just put it out there. I said if it gets to the 4 and I feel like I've done enough, I'll just do the quads the blonde and the quad another time. But I don't know. I feel like I'm up for a good sesh. I've only had 2 beers the whole weekend, so yeah, I've just left it a bit late. But yeah, I don't go back to work till tomorrow afternoon, so I can sort of stay up to whatever time I want. Mummy won't growl at me. Yeah. My weekend's been pretty shit, man. It's been like, I don't know, a little bit somber. It just hasn't turned out how I wanted it to. I probably really should have just forced myself to go to Melbourne. Um, I don't know. I woke up yesterday and just sort of like I just felt like I'm always fucked from work, so that doesn't help. I get home from work every week and I just feel so fatigued and absolutely rooted that like I feel like I have to recover. Like I need those 2 days off to prepare for the next week of doing the same shit. And it just flies when you're just laying around and getting sleepy and yeah, and that's what fucking annoys me. And like I really want to get out and go to Melbourne and do shit like that, but I'm just like so fucked and mentally I don't want to do it. It's like I need to force myself just to fucking get out there. But yeah, today I woke up and thought, oh, I could probably still go to Melbourne, and I thought, nah, I can't be bothered. And all I wanted to do was join some streams and just hang out with people. But no, the only one that was doing one was Simo, and he has people on there that I don't know, I don't think much of. And like, yeah, like it just seemed like no one was around and I needed them to be. And I didn't want to start my own and just like, I just didn't feel in the mood to be hosting my own thing. Like I just wanted to join others and just talk shit. And yeah, it's like by the time I was ready to have a drink, it's like then everyone's fucking gone to bed. And that's what I hate about being an Aussie in a global scene where the time difference just fucks it up for us big time. And then yeah, it's like I really felt like a drink tonight, and here I am doing it like I'm keen, but it's Sunday night. It just sort of takes the fun out of it a bit. Yeah, fucking oath. Yeah, it's like like I think it just made it worse last week because we were short staffed. Um, so you just felt like when you get caught behind at work and you know you've got all this shit to do and you've got to do it, and you just feel like you're chasing tail the whole day. Like, and by the time the day comes to an end, you're just absolutely cooked, like mentally and physically. And that's what it was like the last sort of 2 or 3 days. Like once Friday's finished, I was just like, I am fucked. Like, and I still like had to walk home that day. I was like, I can't even be fucked walking home. Like, I was nearly considering getting a taxi, and they're fucking like $30. Oh god, I really need to get my ute fixed. Yeah, it definitely helps too. You need something to look forward to. Like you really, really need a holiday booked in, or like a trip, like you've got flights somewhere, or just something to. So in the back of your mind, you're like, "This is what I'm doing this shit for." Because yeah, otherwise it's just like it just makes it real depressing. Yeah. Yep. What do you want to do? Vetus and Corbinian? Is that what you're talking about? That'd be fucking unreal, me and you doing a beer review together. Yeah, cool. I'm definitely up for that. Because the Grodzitsky, me and Adam are meant to be doing together, and Disco was meant to be involved, but Disco's sort of gone missing off YouTube for a while. I think me and Adam, yeah, we were considering doing it this weekend, or he was. I wasn't sort of feeling it at the times he wanted to do it. Yeah, and we've got a stout from One Drop as well. So yeah, I'm trying to think what I want to do with the Augustina Hallis. I mean, I've already reviewed one on YouTube, but I'm thinking I wouldn't mind making a short with one, just commenting on how it's like my favorite lager in the world, or I don't know. I just feel like it deserves to be showcased more. Such a fucking good beer. Another thing I wanted to do that I still haven't done yet is like a community push where you, yeah, shouting out your mates that still haven't got to 1,000 subs yet, like Paul did. Um, that was always another thing I wanted to do. There's still people that, yeah, like I think are in that same category. Like if I was to shout out people, it'd be like Ginger Yeti, FLX boys, like Miscellaneous, Last Beer, like those sort of fellas. Alex the Beer Master. And then, yeah, sort of talk about how a couple of them have got there now, like Paul and who else got to 1,000 recently? I remember buddy Urban Viking got to 1,000, then all of a sudden he got a heap from some random Russian for. Cheers, Brett. Cheers, Joshy. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I can't do next week at all, brother. Oh, actually, if I know, because next week I'm on Arvo, so that's when we do all the overtime, so it's 10 o'clock here at the moment, dude. Like 10 o'clock at night. I'm meant to finish at 9. So if I knew that I'm finishing at the time I'm meant to finish, yes, I could do them. But we always end up doing this overtime, and I don't get home for like another 2 hours or so. But I've got a feeling that there's a couple of quieter nights this week. Yeah, it's just I wouldn't be able to lock it in though. That's all. I feel like if me and you do a couple of German beers together, it'd be good to like advertise it a bit in advance. And yeah, yep. Yeah, I'll get back to you on that one, dude. It's always fucking hard trying to organise reviews with people in different places, especially some people like us that work different hours as well. But yeah, I should probably have a taste of this bitter. So yeah, those of you that just joined, feel free to hit the thumbs up too. We're starting to get a few people in, so that's good. So it's a Kick showcase. So Kick's Brewing are from Sydney, one of my favourite like little breweries there. And it's a collab with Track, who's my favourite or one of my favourite English breweries. It's a bitter. So yeah, it's 4.5%. And just on the aroma, I got like brown breads, like raisins, like a nutty character, and like, yeah, a little bit of like earth. Still getting the same sort of aroma. Yeah. Anyway, cheers, boys. The first of 6, apparently. There he is. He's drowning. Yeah, that's good. It's one thing I like with kicks. They do really well when they do like different styles. It just tastes so much like a proper English beer. It's got like that earthy, like soil sort of thing going on. The bitterness is like it's not really a sharp bitterness. It's just there, and it sort of just keeps going and going and going. Yeah, it sort of leaves your tongue feeling all like I don't know, furry. It's the sort of beer that, like, if you gave this to your missus, she'd be like, "Oh, that's terrible." That's when you know they're good beers. Just the bitterness. Like, most females fucking hate bitter. Do you see many girls drinking lemon, lime, and bitters? I wonder. Yeah, copper coin. Mm. It's just an enjoyable, sessionable beer. And one thing with kicks, they've been fucking nailing Czech styles lately. They did like I don't know if it was last month or the month before, they had a Czech pale lager and a Czech dark lager. So good. Yep. Yeah. The minerality. Spot on. I quite often use minerality when I word like trying to talk about the oyster stouts. How you get that sort of that slight saltiness from the oyster, and how it's sort of like, yeah, how it works with like the water and the yeast and that. I don't mind a good oyster stout. The briny goodness. Tuna in the brine. Yeah, that's good. Let's get on to the next. It's only taken me 24 minutes to start it, and then I drank it within a minute. So, my favourite session style at the moment, West Coast Pilsner, called Double Down. And shout out to all these breweries in this Marrickville area. One of my favourites, Future Brewing, who I thought were killing it. I think they are as far as their beers go and sales and stuff, but they're going through some other shit. Apparently, they've been getting complaints from a neighbour about like volumes of like noise and operating hours and people parking in the street, and like, just, you always get that one person that fucking tries to spoil it. I don't know if it's a fellow business owner or someone that lives nearby, but Future is in an area where it's like mostly industrial, and then across the road is like sporting fields. So I don't see how it's someone's house unless they live behind them or something. I've got a feeling it's another business owner that's probably just a fucking cunt. Um, and because the owners of Future are absolute legends. Like they're a young family. They've got like a dog. They're always there at the brewery, like just friendly, like very like humble people. I just can't see them being like troublemakers at all. So I just reckon they're up against some fuckwit Karen, I'd say. And anyway, they're having to fight all these battles in court. And yeah, apparently it's costing them so much money, so it's really starting to affect the business now. And all the Marrickville breweries are apparently getting together at the moment, like in this last few weeks, they're brewing a big collaborative beer, and all the profits are going to go towards the whatever the court case is. So that's pretty fucking awesome how they've all like banded together and want to help them out. So yeah, shout out to them, and I'll obviously talk about it more when I do my next future review. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame because Future are one of my favourites. I really don't want to see him collapse. It would suck. He's one of those guys that gets a lot of good collabs from America. And like I think he's got really good contacts, so he's like beneficial to all the other breweries in Sydney. And like everyone wants to work with him and stuff. So I just feel like he's got to be one of the best blokes in the business. Back to the beer. It looks darker on camera than what it is. It's definitely more of like a pale straw. In the camera, it looks like it's got like an orange sort of darker color to it. But yeah, it's pale straw, one finger white head, as clear as day. You can see straight through it. Carbonation, I would say light. Body, light to medium. Looks good. Looks really good. I mentioned the fact that West Coast Pilsners are my favourite, like crusher style. I'll read what it says on the back. It's got a bit of a detailed. For this birthday special, for this birthday special, West Coast Pills, we decided to raise the stakes. We used a third rich floor malted Pilsner malt and fermented with blend of our traditional West Coast Pills strain and a new thiolized lager strain to drive up the base character before dry hopping heavily with Nelson Sauvin and a small amount of Southern Cross for a bigger, more complex hop character. Fucking brilliant. Two of my favorite hops. Yeah, boy. Cheers, Geordie. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you, bro. So yeah, West Coast Pilsner. Fucking love them. Let's go and smell. Oh, baby. I can smell the pine. Oh, it smells so good. It's like dry forest vibes, like pine, spruce tip. I get like a touch of like cherry. Grapefruit, even like lemon zest there. Modelo. It must be funny, like if someone's listening to me but not watching, and I'm talking about the beer, and then I'll throw in a comment like Modelo, read in the chat, they'd be like, "What the fuck? He smells Modelo in the beer." I was just reading Geordie's comment. You want to touch my cherries? You want my plums, boy? Yeah, it's got that like sharp, dry, piney thing going on, where it's not like it's not dank. It's just yeah, in your face summer pine. Summer breeze makes me feel fine. Let's do it. I feel like this is going to be a taste sensation. Ah, I could crush that all day. That is a true delight. It's got that resin oil just floating around on the tongue. Big white grape from the Nelson. Gooseberry. But yeah, I feel like there's I don't know, there's a touch of cherry there. Cherry, baby. Cherry. Pink grapefruit, I'm thinking. Modelo trash. Trash Modelo. One of my friend's brothers just debuted in AFL, and they got some photos up on Facebook. Pretty cool. You'd be super proud, like especially when it's like your younger sibling. Like she's always just commented on how much he just wants to play AFL when he gets older, and he's just yeah obsessed with it. Just busted his ass with training and even like dietary stuff, and didn't party as hard as his friends. And yeah, he's like made it and playing his first game. Like he'd be so fucking proud. It'd be cool. The only hard thing is though, is he plays on the other side of the country. He got drafted by a Western Australian team, so that's always hard. Being fucking 17 years of age and having to move away from your family. It's got a delightful like aroma and flavour to it. See, West Coast Pilsners, they're my favourite crusher style. And I always think Kicks have been one of the best at doing them. Fox Friday did them unreal. Obviously, they're no longer. Um, yeah, I think Kicks are probably the best at them. So keep doing them, Kicks. Don't let us down. I'm gonna have to put that up on Insta. I think it's that good. Big love, Joey. Yep. Oh yeah. That's the thing, though, Geordie. None of us Australians eat it with a teaspoon. They always like whenever there's dares and that on TV, and it's like giving Vegemite to like UK peeps or US peeps or whatever. They always hand this fucking massive teaspoon of it to them. And it's like, we don't have it like that. So why are you giving it to them like that? Normally, you get a bit of toast, slap on some butter, bit of Vegemite, bang, try it like that. Most people would probably enjoy it. But no, they give it to you in a fucking spoon by itself, this big fucking spoonful. It's like even I love Vegemite, and even I probably hate having it like that. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's good shit. But that's the best, Geordies, when you say if you've got. I like it on crumpets. Get the crumpets out, smash the butter on, and like the quicker you do it, the better, because the Vegemite will melt into the butter, and then just it's just that perfect thing. If you get a toast, if you get the toast like the toast out of the toaster, as soon as you grab it, just smash the butter on real quick, and then the Vegemite, and it's like the perfect toast. Yeah, it's real good on crumpets. There's a lot of people that put it in heaps of other shit. Like I know some people put it in their mashed potatoes. Some put it in their like spaghetti bolognese. I've always found it good on like dry biscuits. Dry biscuits, as in like your crackers that you put cheese and that on. If you have Vegemite and cheese on those, they're pretty good. Yeah, Vegemite and cheese jaffles. Yep. So like what do you call what do you call cheese like hot cheese sandwiches in America? Don't you have a name for them? Isn't it just grilled cheese you call them or something? So if you add Vegemite to those, they're awesome. It ain't easy being cheesy. That beer was stunning. Very impressed by that. I'm definitely, depending on how the other beers turn out, I'm definitely chucking that up on Instagram in some form. Next, we have, funnily enough, a West Coast to carry on with the West Coast theme. So it went bitter, West Coast Pilsner, West Coast IPA, then a double IPA hazy, then two Belgian beers. So this one says it's called Throwing Shapes Double Dry Hopped West Coast IPA with a heap of different graphics. 6.8%. Happy birthday to us here at Kicks. The whole crew is rather fond of West Coast IPAs. Good on them. So we're the first to admit that we brewed this one for ourselves as much as you guys. Hops Strata, Crush, and Wakatu. I feel like this is going to be dank. So it must be their birth. That's probably why they've done 6 beers and mixed it up heaps, because it must be their birthday release. Now, running out of room. So hit that thumbs up, peeps, if you haven't already. So this one's nice and clean too. Colour's not quite right in the camera. It's more of a, I'd say sort of like a, it's a bit hard, like a medium straw, pale orange sort of colour. In the camera, it just looks full on orange. It's not that way at all. It's got like a 2-finger foamy white head. Yeah, as I said, clean and clear. I'd say medium body and light carbonation. Looks really good. But yeah, it definitely looks more of a modern Westie, whereas in the camera it looks like an old school Westie. So it's a bit confusing. Let's go a smell. Get white bread and biscuit. I get like mixed berries. I get some orange and tangerine. Maybe even some apricot. Smells pretty good. It's got a bit of sweetness to it, but I feel like on the palate it won't be that sweet. God, I'm glad I don't have to get up super early tomorrow. Let's do it. West is best. Cheers. Oh, Kicks. What are you doing to me, Kicks? Bringing out these delightful beers. It's got it's got a real like intense bitterness. Just keeps going. It's not sort of there smacking you in the face initially. It sort of creeps up on you, and then it's like woo, like a slow burn. Yeah, it's quite bitter. Like a peppery note. It's like quite earthy. It's probably not as piney as the Pilsner, but it's definitely more like citrusy. That bitterness is intense. I feel like it's not quite as dry as the Pilsner as well. Pilsner sort of had that snappy dryness. This is like starts off sweet. It goes dry towards the finish, but the sweetness sort of carries through. I had Indian for dinner last night, and then I had leftovers today. So that tasted like butter chicken. Cheers, Geordie. Cheers, brother. Always appreciate a beer share. I like the colour of the how it come up like a greeny bluey colour. So what'd you say you're drinking? Modelo. Or were you drinking that earlier? I haven't had one of them for bloody yonks. I think at this stage the Pilsner would still be winning, but all three beers have been great. It's going to be good having the Belgians because I haven't had like a Belgian style beer for so long. It's a Belgian blonde at 6.8 and a Belgian quad at 8.7. Oh, it actually looks like they're collabs with Belgian breweries. So that'd be cool. Well, one of them is at least. It's got Rube Rube Goldberg Brewing Machine. Whatever the fuck that is. Looks like it's another brewery. Don't know. Never heard of them. Oh yeah, good old innocent gun. The one I'm drinking right now, Geordie, is 6.8. So the first one I had was a bitter, and that was 4.5. I've just had half the can of that. And then I had half the can of West Coast Pilsner at 5.4. and then half a can of this one, West Coast IPA at 6.8. So I'll probably just have half the can of the 6 on camera and then drink the rest off camera, or end up doing like a Twitch stream or something like that. Yeah, I haven't had much of their stuff. Cheers, Yaska. Good to see you, bro. Yeah. Yeah, if I go over to Twitch later on, I'll let people know. Sometimes I go over there to finish my beers off, listen to some music. Bit of a late start tonight, bro. I've only had 2 beers all weekend, and I don't know, today I just wasn't sort of feeling it, and then, yeah, all of a sudden I'm like, nah, fuck it. It's a weekend, I've got to work nights all week, so I won't get time to do reviews. I need to do a review that's got a big chunk of beers in it. And here I am. Let's fucking go. Yeah, you got to get it in you, mate. It's brilliant. The old VB. Okay. Yeah, that was too easy to drink, that one. Hazy time. Nothing beats a green can. A little green grenade. So, yeah, as I said, I feel like the Pilsner's winning at the moment. Ooh, they definitely do some good hazies, these guys. God, that looks good. Fucking hell. I'll read what it says on the back first. That's what it looks like anyway. Looks fucking brilliant. So it's called Mixed Messages, Double Dry Hopped Hazy Double IPA at 8.8%. So it's got a bit of oomph. The 2026 crop of Eggers hops has landed, but the question still remains, what hops are we using first? Eggers hops, Nelson Sauvin and Rawaka. When I've had fresh Eggers beers, they have rated very highly, so I'm not going to lie, I feel like this beer's going to be epic. Wow. So there he is. So it pours like it's actually fairly accurate in the camera, this one, unlike the others. It's like a sort of a pale orange, but has a bit of like vibrancy to it. I'm going to say the head looks immaculate, like real creamy. Just going to hang around for days. It's about 2 to 3 finger white foamy head. Appearance is sort of in between cloudy and hazy. Body probably medium to full. Looks like it's got a bit of thickness. And carbonation, I would say light to medium. But yeah, definitely a good looking beer. I'm tempted to take if it tastes awesome. If it tastes awesome, I'll be running to go take a photo of it. Let's do it. Smellsy time. Not as epic as you, Sammy. Yeah, the Green Goblin still gets called that. Yeah, I'll be pissing soon, Geordie. Man's not a camel. Possibly, dude. More likely it'll be on Twitch, though. I think you've joined me on Twitch before. I like going over there because, yeah, you can play music and just chill out and less likely to be dickheads over there. Just got a good little sort of gathering. This smells awesome. I get like peach. Yeah, no worries. Be fun to hang out with you, dude. It's always a good time. Yeah, get like orange, lemon, like some passion fruit, papaya. One of my dogs just farted. You cheeky boy! And the funny thing is the other dog's nose is behind his ass. Didn't even flinch. It'd be funny if he just gets up and goes and then leaves. Yeah, maybe a touch of pineapple too with this one. It's got plenty going on. Melon. I feel there's a honeydew melon there. Anyway, let's have a drinky. So yeah, the head's still hanging around. Let's do it. Cheers. Oh, that is a good beer. Kicks are killing it. It's definitely got a melon going on. Peach, apricot. I'm gonna have to visit the throne shortly. Probably good timing before I start the old Belgian beers. Woo! That's a funny noise, mate. Here we go. He's going to try and leap behind me. Hey, the big fella. Leaping Leroy. He wants a Belgian beer. That's why. So, yeah, hit that thumbs up, legends, if you haven't already. Thanks to those that have stuck around since the start. Yeah, exactly. This is good, but probably not as good as I thought it might be. It's just got a little, it's not like it's any off flavors. It's just, I think it's probably too stone fruit forward for my liking. That's quite often a thing with me with hazies. Sometimes I'll get beers and they're just the hop combos just not quite to my liking, so I just don't enjoy it as much as another beer. And it's going to be the case with everyone. Yeah, fucking oath. The quad's going to be intense. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to visit the bathroom after this one. I feel like I could empty about 5 litres. I'm already pissing shitloads with this stupid blood medication I'm on. And then, yeah, buddy, have a couple of drinks and then it's 10 times worse. Good brewed near you. Oh, yeah. Now I'm on a West Coast, on a hazy Geordie. Same brewery. It's all going to be the same brewery. They're a Sydney brewery called Kicks. But yeah, I'm just going through some different styles. How long have I been going for? Oh, yeah. Guess that's pretty good. Going for an hour, having a couple of drinks, and still haven't pissed yet. Good thing too is I don't really feel tired yet either. The Belgians are definitely going ahead. We are tucking into those bad boys. Innocent Gun Lager. Yep. So did you say they're near your house, Geordie? Like they're not far away? The brewery. Or was that another brewery you were talking about? Yep. Cool. Yeah, they're pretty popular. We've got a bottle shop in Melbourne that's got a lot of English and Scottish stuff. And I've always seen a lot of Innocent Gun in there. They get a lot of like Fullers and all that sort of stuff. Timothy the landlord. Shepherd's name and all that shit. Oh yeah, cool. I'm just going the loo, kids. Give us maybe 5 minutes and I'll be back. I'll put some tunes on for you. The copyright stuff, non-copyright stuff. Where is it? Here we go. Great tunes. Okay, Belgian time. Apotheosis. That's what I'm going to say. I've got no idea how to pronounce it. So it's a Belgian blonde at 6.8. And then we've got Gravitas, a Belgian quad at 8.7. So it says this Belgian blonde style ale is bright and clean, offering a hint of honey malt sweetness that works in perfect harmony with the spicy phenols and fruity esters that epitomise this style. Hops, Sars, and Styrian Goldings. I may as well read the other one before I drink that. So let's do it. Belgian Blonde. Suicide blonde. First Belgian style beer in quite a while. Probably a good time to have them too, because I'm going to a sour and wild beer festival next weekend. So that was quite rude. Yeah, good old in excess, Geordie. So the head on that looks very. Colour is. It looks a lot darker in the camera. It's certainly not that colour. It's like a very light copper or a dark straw. In the camera, it looks like it's so many shades darker. So yes, it is true to style as far as being a blonde goes. I'm going to say 2 to 3 finger wide head. Fairly similar head to the last beer, like quite creamy. It's clean and clear in appearance. It's probably light body with no light carbonation, medium body. Ooh. Ooh. It smells good. Yeah, so I get like toffee, like honey sweetness. It's like raisin, maybe like some dried apricot. It's bready, but it doesn't come across as it comes across as like a. It's sort of hard to put your finger on. Like I wouldn't say like a big white doughy bread. It's got a grainy touch to it. But yeah, as I said, like dried fruit, like apricot, like raisins. Definitely some like peppery notes. Almost like like your dried sort of like your hay, your straw, like a farmhouse sort of thing. Cheers, Steve. Hit that like button, legends. Yeah, it's definitely like you've got that like slight funk from the yeast. Definitely cool having a beer like this again. It's been so long. It's been a while. My belly was rumbling there. Certainly shouldn't be hungry. I had sausage rolls for lunch. I had some snacks in the arvo, and then I had Indian leftovers for dinner. I do have some snacks there though. I was considering having with my beers tonight. Surely. Let's do it. Cheers to Belgium and the fall of the great nation. It's been taken over by fuckwits. Hmm. It's definitely been a while. It's got the slight farmhouse vibes. It's got that peppery note. It's got like straw. It's funky, but then yeah, it's like malty and sweet. Definitely getting like yeah, like honey sweetness, like raisin. Maybe some brown bread. It just seems weird though to get a brown bread quality in a blonde beer. Who knows? Maybe it's a rye or a multi-grain. It's tasty nonetheless. You're my honey raisin, baby. Cheers, James. Jimbo. Good to see you, brother. My pull-out game is impeccable. Woo. I haven't seen you write that for ages, Jimmy. You used to always write fancy a bum question mark. Used to see it heaps in Craig and Harry's chats. Fancy a bum question mark. And some people would get all funny about it. Well, who's this fucker trying to crack on to me? Ah, shit. It's just such a yeah, different experience. I haven't had a beer like this for so long, so I'm just like, I don't know. Part of me is like really enjoying it, but I don't know what to say. I think I'm just soaking it in, bathing in the glory. He'd probably love one, but you have to wear like a pilot's outfit. What was the planes he used to always speak of? Fuck. I said before I wasn't tired. Now I'm going nuts with the yawning. Yeah, baby. Oh, that car that just went past, it sounded like it was right at my front door. When it's wet, because my house is so close to the road, and it's like a main road when there's a shitload of cars going past, it's like they sound like they're right at my door. Yeah, Spitfire. That's it. Pig Latin, a backdoor man with front door problems. I ain't no backdoor man. Pardon me. How rude. Ugh, shit. The original footballs that we used to play with in Australia were pigskin. There's a little fact for you. She's all leather now. There we go. There's the first of the Belgians. Time for the big boy. This one could hurt me. Yeah. I commented on it. I comment on it all the time, Jimmy. And like Mersey beers, it's like he gets real pissed off. Oh, where are you hearing all this info from? I'm like, it's plain as day what's going on. It's like, yeah, he just doesn't want to believe it or something. I'm like, your country's going to shit. You've let way too many people in and having all these problems. And he's like, oh, I don't know. He just got real funny about it. Oh, this has got a lot of red to it. Like we're starting to have issues in Australia, but we're not on the same. We're not on that same level as the UK. Look at that. Whew. So this one pours like a mahogany, crimson, maroon, however you want to say it. Yeah, like a dark amber. So many different ways you could describe the color. Yeah. Like the worst thing with Australia is that all your middle class now are venturing towards lower class because they've just completely fucking shattered the like they've went way too hardcore with immigration, and we're paying for all the people they're bringing in are living on benefits. and it's like we can't afford to fucking pay for them. Like so many of them are wrought in the system, especially in that particular religious group. They can have as many wives as they want. They all get payments. They don't go to work. We have to pay for them, and then you can't like scream and be pissed off about it, or else you're racist. It's like it's not even a race; it's a religion. I want to go live in Poland. That's where it's at. And yeah, the worst thing is now since what happened in Bondi recently, you're not even allowed to talk about it, or else you get fucked up with um, hate speech law and shit. I think the only thing that's going to fix it in our country is if one of the politicians has their home raided by these people or loses a family member or something. Because at the moment, it's like they just don't see what's going on, or they're just I don't know, they're just looked after so much financially they just don't care, and they're happy for the country to go to shit. I'm here for the burps. Cheers, brother. Stay cool. Okay, it's time. It's time for the main event. Introducing now. So yeah, as I said, like a dark amber, sort of a beige head, slightly off white. I'm gonna say light carbonation, medium body. Whiff time. Whiff it up. Cheers, brother. Cheers, lad. Enjoy. Now, I don't think I read what was on the back of this one. Here we go. So, yeah, I think it's a collaboration with a brewery by the name of Rube Goldberg Brewing Machine. So, yeah, I've got no idea where they're from or what they're about. It says on the back, yeah, 8.7% Belgian quad. Belgian dark strong ales are one of the true heavyweights of the beer world, cloaked in centuries of tradition. This rich, malty, fruity, and spicy ale is our nod to these legendary brews. Hops, Sars, and Styrian Goldings. So yeah, it's got the same hops as the previous beer. But yeah, obviously a dark boy. Yeah, I've had speckled hen. I think last time I had it was in like an English pub in Melbourne. Not too bad. Let's have a smell of this bad boy. Oh, multi boy. So yeah, like huge caramel toffee. I get that same sort of brown bread quality as the last beer. I feel like it was brown bread anyway. This one doesn't seem as like funky. I think because the malt's so big as well. But yeah, you're getting that same sort of honey sweetness. You're getting raisin. Just quite often with these beers, I get like an apricot sort of touch. Yeah, it does look good. But yeah, very sweet, very malty, quite boozy. I'm getting like orange as well. But yeah, not getting as much of the whole like dried grass, earthiness like I was with the last one. You're still getting that peppery note. Yeah, Belgian quad, Belgie. You sound like an Aussie saying that. You got a Belgie there, bro? I only just broke the seal not long ago and I need to go again. Oh, I'm gonna go now before I start drinking. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to rush mid drink. I'll be back shortly. Oh, yes. Back to it. Let's have a sippy. Just reliving the smell. Cheers. Ooh, that is big. So malty. Wow. Definitely getting like prune, fig, raisin, like huge peppery note. Yeah, like dried apricot. It's so fierce as far as malt goes. Wow. Here we go. Dog's getting uncomfortable, wants to move, and he'll move again, and he'll move again. Up you get, bro. Come on. If you wanted to move, you got to jump again. Good boy. Good fella. The old fella's still got some leap in him. It's like you get beers sometimes and they're so bitter and you're like, wow, this is like taking a layer off my tongue sort of thing. Whereas this is like that, but as far as the malt goes. So it's sort of like a completely different experience. Nah, that was Angie, the big blonde boy, the old boy. Yeah, so intense. It's almost like I don't know what to say about it. Cheers, Randolph. Good to see you. Yeah, probably describe it as toasty, like toasty brown bread. It's so malty sweet, like honey sweetness. You're getting like, yeah, like raisins, prune, fig, like apricot. Yeah, it's just like it's funny how different it is between the two Belgian beers. Like they're just completely different. Like this one's just so malty, just so intense. I feel like a really strong like blue cheese or something that would go real well with this beer, just because it's so malty. This one's 8.7, dude. So this is the sixth out of six beers. I've just had half of each can. So yeah, you could say I've had three full beers, but yeah, a lot of them are pretty big ABV. Um, Definitely feeling a little bit weathered. Um, yeah, so I started off with a bitter, like an English bitter. It's all the same brewery. They're a brewery out of Sydney called Kicks. Yeah, I started off with a bitter, then a West Coast Pilsner, then a West Coast IPA, then a hazy IPA, then a Belgian blonde, and now a Belgian quad. So it's a good mix of beers. I've just quite often with some of my favourite breweries, they bring out beers once a month. And normally these guys only bring out four beers, but they brought out six, something to do with the birthday celebration. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll just do all six on the one stream. But yeah, they've been very enjoyable. All six beers have been great. So yeah, good on them. No. No, I'm gonna probably carry on over to Twitch and finish them off. Listen to some tunes. It would have just been too hard to get through six if I was drinking the full cans like on camera. I would have I reckon I would have got too tired for starters and only would have got to about the fourth or fifth one. Or yeah, it just would have made for too long of a stream as well. I mean, it's good to sort of keep. I like doing these multi beer streams, but I don't really want to be going for like longer than 2 hours. And I've been going for an hour and 40 something, just drinking half the can. What's your favourite band right now? Good question. Don't know. Yeah, for sure, man. It's hard to get a good beer under 6%. If you can find something really good under six, it's yeah, generally you're doing really well. It's like stouts. If you get a stout that's 6%, it's never going to be anything decent. I mean, obviously lagers and that. You can get a really nice lager at like 5%, but it's never going to be a beer that just completely rocks your socks. Yeah, true. See, I'm wanting to go back for more of this. So that's a good sign because sometimes these beers can be too much. But yeah, as I said, I haven't had a lot of Belgian style stuff lately, so it's pretty cool. It's like when you go back and listen to a style of music that you haven't heard for a while, and you're like, oh yeah. Like recently I went back and started listening to like some of the punk rock I used to listen to and stuff. When I say punk rock, is in more of your American modern punk rock, not like Ramones and Sex Pistols and that sort of stuff. Like I'm talking more when I went back and listened to like the Offspring and Pennywise and Millencolin and that sort of stuff. I was like, fuck, I used to love this shit when I was a kid. You're doing a cuvee. No. No, I'm gonna drink. I'll probably go over to Twitch and drink the other half of the beers over there. I'd say. Don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest. All I know is it's been a good time again. I definitely regret not going live last night. It's. I think it's now the second or third Saturday night in a row where I've been at home and haven't even gone live. Just yeah, the whole time difference thing and the fact of being so fucking spent, like mentally and physically every weekend's just yeah, it's just making it hard. But yeah, I'm glad I did this stream tonight because I always wanted to do these 6 beers together, and it's like, well, if you can't do streams during the week, it's like you'll never get these kicks beers done. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just do it tonight. Yeah, I don't work 9 to 5. I work fucking way more hours than that. And I don't, yeah, I work different hours too. So that's why I get so fucked. Like last week, I started work at 3 or 4 a.m. all week. And then, yeah, was getting home at like 2 p.m. And then this week, I'll be going to work at like midday and not getting home till like probably midnight, nearly every night. Yeah, that's why I'm always so fucked on weekends. I hate it. You're paying for every other cunt. That's what annoys me. I don't get any further in life. I'm struggling, and all these other cunts reap the rewards from my hard work and other Aussies' hard work. I'll probably go and have a sip of each one again, and then yeah, I'll come up with my picks. So I've got nowhere to fucking put them. There's just no space anywhere. Yeah. Yeah, it's like you're just busting your ass, and I don't know. The more you bust your ass, you're just giving more money to the government. I feel sorry for like small business owners and that near. They've got it real tough. Imagine like busting your ass, stressing about everything every day of your life, throwing in your whole money, like all your money into this business, and yeah, the government's just screwing you and you're not getting anywhere. It's like, why would you bother? But yeah, living costs are the killer these days. Like back in the day, our parents would like the cost of living for them was so much better because they weren't paying these excessive prices of like rent and they could go to the supermarket and get like 2 weeks worth of groceries for like fucking barely any of their paycheck. Yeah, it's fucking shit, man. Yeah, where was I at? Oh yeah, I'm gonna go back and drink a little bit of each one again. So the bitter, the collab with Track. Yeah. Yeah, I think my parents paid like 40 or 50 for theirs. And it's like, I mean, they've done a little bit of work to it over the years. But yeah, it's in a like a country town in a decent area. It's probably worth like, in all honesty, it'd be up around. I reckon it'd have to be around 8 or 900,000 these days, which is just insane considering it's a country town. It's bitter time, boys and girls. Bitter. Tasting that after the Belgians is quite funny. You still get that malt, but it's like just so light. Yeah, like just the cost of food. It's just so ridiculous. Like that Indian feed I got last night, right? It was a butter chicken, a saffron rice, and a garlic naan. And it cost so you're getting practically it's probably enough food for two people. For me, it was like enough for two feeds. So like two people, two feeds for one sort of thing. And it costs like fucking $50. It's like what the fuck? Like you could get good quality cheap Indian food and like Chinese food or Thai or Vietnamese only a few years ago for about a third of that. Like it's just so insane how much shit's gone up in such a short amount of time. Like generally over a couple of years, there's little like increases, but just the whole pandemic thing and how much everything's just gone up like substantially. It's the same with like phone bills and fucking internet and power and like rent's probably the worst though. Like the place I live in now, when I first moved in, I was paying $250 a week. People might say, "Oh, that's cheap," but it's not because it's a tiny little two-bedroom cottage house in a country town, so that's what it should be worth. But now I'm paying nearly double what I paid back then just because of demand, and it's like I'm paying the fucking house off because I'm paying way more than what it's worth because of demand, and it just doesn't seem fair. Yeah. Like I'm gonna in the next few weeks, I'm gonna do a whole steak and egg sort of diet. I've done it before and it made me feel real good, so I want to do it again. And it's like, yeah, every time you buy a steak, it's like it's a lot of fucking money. Even eggs are fucking expensive. Back to this one. This one I really fucking enjoyed. I better remove that comment. Oh, hang on. I've been eating a lot of pork because it's lean. And yeah, pork's awesome. Yeah, for sure. Yep. Yeah, I fucking love pork. So, from what I remember, out of all the beers, this was the one I liked the most. The West Coast Pilsner. Fuck, it smells good. Yeah, exactly. And the fuckheads come over here and then send all the money back there. It's pretty sad in Australia now. Just about every auction of houses is just all foreigners. And like Aussie kids have even stopped going to them now because they just feel like they can't compete. It's like you're going up against these Indian or Chinese kids that have got wealth of generation, like generational wealth, and they're getting handouts from Australian government. It's like, how the fuck are you meant to compete with that? It's so fucked. Like how Australia is like looking after everyone else but their own people. Like we're giving money to the Taliban nations. Recently, it come out that they've been given money to like 50, what was it, 50 million or some ridiculous figure. And it's like, stop fucking handing out money to everyone else. Fucking fix our own problems first. Yeah, so this brewery's called Kicks Randolph. Um, they're from Sydney. So all six of these beers I've done tonight are from the same brewery. It's called Double Down West Coast Pilsner. It's fucking amazing. It's got two hops in it that I'm a huge fan of, Nelson and Southern Cross, so that helps. Two really good Kiwi hops. It's just like piney, like citrusy, dry, like just something about it's just really, really good. Just a perfect sessionable beer. Oh, tastes so fucking good. So yeah, I've drank half a can of each one now. I'm just going back having a little sip to just to see what I think of each one before I sort of hype them up or shoot them down. No shooting them down with this six, though. They're all good beers. It's been a really good stream, this one. So next was the West Coast. That one there. I'm worried shit's gonna fall off my coffee table and then fucking send them all to the ground. So yeah, this was the West Coast. It's not as orange as what it looks in the camera. Yeah, that's what I'm deciding now, Randolph. But at the moment, yeah, it's that Pilsner's my favourite. That's why I want to go back and have them all again just to double check. I need to go to the fucking toilet again. I'm sick of it. Old man bladder. Is anyone familiar with the band The Living End? they used they used to have a song called Uncle Harry. Uncle Harry's pissing in the bath. Whoa, pissing in the bath. Uncle Harry's pissing in the bath. Whoa, pissing in the bath again. Poor Uncle Harry, you've done it all again. One thing I used to love with the Living End, all their instruments were like pre 1960s, and he used to have the big double bass, the bass guitarist, and he'd like be there, got like fucking strumming the cunt out of it, and then he'd stand up on it. It was so cool. Yeah, good old rage. Rage, 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 rage. Yeah, when the first album dropped, they were fucking unreal. I remember I was in about maybe year 7, year 8 at school. Prisoner of Society and Second Solution. Do 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 do. Height. Standing on the street light trying to get away. Guilty, guilty, I hear what you say. Son, I haven't seen Joe for a while. Good old Joe, man. Did a few little review things with him, and yeah, he's disappeared. Oh, Uncle Harry. Yeah, spider bait. Fuck yeah. Good thing with spider bait is how they had a male and a female singer. So they bring out an album and the songs would just sound so different. Good old Cram on the drums. When he was playing drums and singing, I always loved that. When Aussie music was really fucking killing it was when Silverchair and Powderfinger were like bringing out albums simultaneously, and then you'd have like The Living End, Grinspoon, Spiderbait, Jebediah, um, Something for Kate. Like all those bands is fucking so good. Like Triple J was so unreal back then. Oh, okay. So his name's Mark. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, Super Jesus, they were good. Eskimo Joe. I could just reel off so many. Like 28 Days, Super Heist, Sunk Lotto. Just goes on and on. Who else was there? I'm going the loo again. I'll be back in 20 years. I just read the comment about Joe. Yeah, it seems like he gets so many beer mails. Burgerings. Nah. Nah, I was dealing with the dogs. No. Nah, when I take the dogs outside and it's late at night, got a really big backyard and they go right down the back and it takes fucking forever to get them back inside. It's a cunt. Okay. So I think the last one I had was the West Coast for the second time. So now the hazy. All beers are good. That's awesome. As I was saying, like I'm bigging up Future, saying they're one of my favourite breweries, and it's shit that they're going through this court case at the moment and all this other crap. But like, I should be hyping up Kicks more because Kicks are solid. Every time they release beers, it's like you can't not like probably most of them. Here they've done 6 beers, all dramatically different styles, and they've fucking killed it. So this was the hazy. Fucking looks good. It actually wasn't as cold outside as I thought it'd be, but it's fucking like real wet and sludgy. I reckon last time I had the gardeners here, they've fucking it must have been real sludgy and that when they brought the 4-wheeler in, it's fucking torn up the yard real bad. There's certain areas I reckon they were struggling to get around in, and I've noticed near the clothes hanger, like the clothesline, there's a big patch of like mud that just goes all the way through, and then it's like the earth's a different level to another spot. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Yeah, Jet were another good one. What about the vines? I want to get free. I want to get free. Right into the sun. Come in, come in, come in. It's a good time to be alive back then. Fuck if I could go back then and change how my future's gone down, I definitely would. I would have definitely not spent so much money and bought a house back when I should have. That would be one thing. And yeah, I would have fucked off somewhere else, not hung around where I'm from. Well, I don't mind my hometown. I just don't like the town I live in now. Yes, cocaine. They're I don't know what's going on with them lately, but they seem like they're doing a big arena tour at the moment, which is pretty cool. I just wouldn't have thought they'd have the following to fill the stadiums that they're doing recently, but yeah, good on them. I've always been a fan, but I've just felt, yeah, they seem a bit underappreciated, like especially in like when I talk about music with people, hardly anyone knows any of their stuff, and it's like, what the fuck? They're good. Yeah, pretty sure. Well, they've still got Josh and the guitar dude, whatever his name is. The dark guy on drums. I don't know. I don't know with the other guys if they've been there since the start. I've got no idea. But Troy, is it Troy? You go back, watch some of their radio acoustic stuff. It's really cool when they just appear on random radio shows in the States and they're just playing acoustic. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, I reckon Josh is sort of underappreciated with his like vocals and his songwriting. Yeah, true. Fucking oath. There's always that regret. Let's be honest. Ugh. Anyone that says they don't regret anything in life, they're fucking talking shit. If they don't regret anything in life, they're either lying or they've had a very easy life where everything's been handed to them and they haven't had to work hard. I always was real jealous of the kids whose parents had businesses and they could just walk into, and all of a sudden they're managing other cunts that are like twice their age, and that used to piss me off. The thing that pisses me off the most these days in today's working world is young girls just get whatever the fuck they want. You can work at a business, be one of the hardest workers there, graft your fucking ass off, and you will never get to a position that a young girl will get to in the amount of time they do. All they got to do is just get on well with a couple of the older guys, keep smiling, and then all of a sudden they're just constantly getting promoted. Fucking does my head in. We got all these clipboard warriors getting round at our workplace, and it's like the government just wasting money on some of the shit they spend on. You just think, why are all these? What are these girls doing? Like, what is their role? What are we paying them to do? Yeah, like every weekend, I'm coming home absolutely fucking cooked, and then I'm like earning less money than some girl that's just walking around getting coffees for people and doing fuck all. It's just it's such a cruel world. Stone Temple Pilots, yeah. I remember there was a time they weren't allowed into Australia. Scott Weiland had all these charges against him and they wouldn't let him tour Australia. But then um, I went to see Velvet Revolver and he got let in then. So, because Velvet Revolver was the Guns N' Roses boys with him as the front man, sort of like Audio Slave with the Rage guys and Chris Cornell. It's pretty epic seeing Slash in the flesh playing his big fucking 12-string guitar and He's got the fucking big ciggy hanging out of his mouth. Oh, it's hard for me with My Chemical Romance and some of those bands because I was sort of past that. I was already listening to a lot of metal and hard rock and that, and like my little sister used to listen to My Chemical Romance. So I don't really. Yes, I do think they have some half decent songs, but I'm never gonna like respect them the way that other people do, just because it's like, yeah, my little sister's listening to them when I'm listening to like, yeah, other shit like it just yeah. A lot of the other emo bands out there, I feel they don't have much depth in their music. They've got a couple of decent songs and that's it. I'm keen for some more Royal Blood music. So Royal Blood are a two-piece band from England. They play the drummer's phenomenal. Obviously, you got to be fucking phenomenal if you're a two-piece band and you're a drummer. He fucking kills it. But the lead dude, great voice, plays this like hybrid guitar bass thing and sort of plays riffs where it's almost like it sounds like the bass and the guitar are both there. And they've always been a favourite band of mine. I fucking love them. They're sort of more like hard rock. Yeah, and they got a new album coming out soon, so I'm looking forward to that. Seeing them live is phenomenal. They pump out so much sound for a two piece. I took a pretty good specky to get a drumstick. So I got a broken drumstick from the drummer and it's like signed and shit. So that was pretty cool. Took a bit of a hanger. Knee went into someone else's back. I'm like, fuck it. I'm getting this stick no matter what. First concert, I can't remember. I'd have to really go back and think on that. Catch your breath. Hopefully you have a good week, brother. Yeah, first concert. Good question. Not too sure. Because I went to a lot of festivals and that when I was younger. I know the first festival I went to was Big Day Out in 2000, and the set list, like the the bands playing there was fucking phenomenal. Like absolutely fucking insane. The list. I'll have to like find it, bring it up, and chuck it up here for you to look at. But from what I remember, it was like I'm pretty sure it was like Blink 182, Beastie Boys, Foo Fighters, Chili Peppers, Chemical Brothers, like just so many massive groups. And then you had like Australian shit like Silverchair and Grinspoon and Typo Negative. Yep. Yeah, I honestly can't think who the first because I went to a lot of concerts as a kid in my hometown, and there was a lot of like 28 Days, Grinspoon, Jebediah, Body Jar, all that sort of stuff. I used to see a lot of that. I just can't remember if I went to like Melbourne and went to like a proper gig as like a kid or something. Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely seen a lot of my favourite bands like live. I wish I really wish I had got the chance to see Led Zeppelin live. That would have been fucking awesome. When I seen Sabbath live, it was so good. Generals gathered in their masses. I'll never forget when I was down in the merch stand because the merch stand at the Sabbath gig was just flooded with people, and it took so long just to even get a look in, let alone to get served and buy something. Everything was selling out real quick, and yeah, people were getting pissed off. And I was like, fuck it. I'm not going to wait till the end of the show now. I'm going to go down there during a song that I don't care as much for as other songs. I can't remember what song I left for, but when I was down there, I was talking to the guy in the stand. And then in the background, I heard, I am Iron Man. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So I've like quickly sprinted back in. So I was like, I'm not missing this shit. Yeah, Festival Hall's unreal. It's probably one of my favourite venues. That's where I seen Royal Blood last time. I seen Royal Blood. I seen The Darkness. I seen You Am I. Um, yeah, I've just recently. I've seen quite a few good bands there. Yep. So yeah, bands didn't play there for a while, but now they do again. It got bought out by one of the church groups, Hillsong or whatever they're called. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, I've seen UMI a few times. Tim Rogers used to actually, he'd even come down to my hometown just by himself. Used to do a few gigs down there. But yeah, it used to be unreal back in the day when 28 Days and Super Heist and those sort of bands would do regular shows in my hometown. I remember going to see 28 Days and they played down at the what the beachfront. They were like just sort of on where the carnival used to be in my hometown, like over the sand dunes from the beach. And yeah, I just remember like when he was selling merch, He's selling it just out the back of his car. Here I am buying a hoodie off him, the back of his car. It was fucking funny as. VB, easy. VB I like because it's got some soul, it's got some bitterness to it. It's hoppy, it's malty, and it's Victorian. Yeah. 2 E's. Up you get, mate. Okay, where was I up to? I think I just hadn't tried the Belgians again. Belgian. Baby. Yeah. Yeah, there was a while where he was touring around with Dave. I think it's Dave Larkin. I can't think of his last name. His first name's Dave. He's from the band Dallas Crane. So Tim and Dave used to do tours together. No, yeah, really good together. It was awesome. I enjoyed a bit of Dallas Crane. Yeah, Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. I need to listen to them more. Multi boy. Not as multi as the last one though. Ooh. Uh, it's very enjoyable. All these beers are really good. I think like I was gonna single out the West Coast Pilsner as just being like a really brilliant sessionable beer, but I think the fact that I like all 6 beers from this month, I think yeah, on my story, I'm just gonna just put the photo of all 6 beers. I think it's well deserved. Just right, like Kicks Brewing. Fuck yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go over to Twitch soon. I'm just finishing up. I just want a taste of this one and a taste of the second Belgian, and then I'm going over to Twitch. So it's probably going to be another. I may as well go for about 3 hours here. So I've got about 13 minutes left. 13 minutes, I'll be busting for another pee. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Did you get a shitload of donuts like that last time? Yeah, the fact that I've taken it pretty easy this weekend, Joey, and yeah, it's like I've had 6 beers, but like just had the half of each one and sort of taken my time. I haven't really got to that stage where I fall asleep. Nah, the Dave I was thinking of was Dave from Dallas Crane. I think his name's Dave Larkin. Or are you just mentioning this other guy as well? Pretty sure it's Dave Larkin. Yeah. Dave Larkin of Dallas Crane. That's him. Sort of similar to me, like solid bloke, medium length hair, silly bastard. Yeah, most of the time he'd be wearing like that sort of get up, the stripy shirt with the jacket. He'd always have the shades on. Good band. They were a good band. Um, don't know. I may have seen them at Big Day Out one year. I'm not sure, but I never seen them like just at their own gig or anything like that. If they were at Big Day Out one year, I may have seen them, but I just can't remember. I went to Big Day Out like from 2000 till like about 4 or 5 years in a row, or I might have missed maybe one or two in between. I remember I missed the Metallica one. And I was real pissed off about it. I had we had a real busy time at work, and like I just couldn't get it off. I'm pretty sure it had Metallica and the Darkness and all these bands I was a fan of at the time. I reckon I missed that one, but I sort of was there for about five others in that period. I remember one year there was like System of a Down and Slipknot and yeah, quite a few heavy bands. Yeah, that Belgian blonde's nice. I like it. funny, like my belly keeps making all these funny noises. It's like the mixture of beers isn't sitting well or something. There you go. Live next door to the models in Melbourne. Man, that's the worst. What was the Regurgitators song I was a massive fan of? Trying to think how it goes in my head. Mm. It had a real electronic sort of beat to it as well as like bass and guitar and stuff. Yeah, fucking oath. I'll never forget one of my, well, not one of, my actual best mate. He lives in Mildura and he got a ticket to see Muse in Melbourne, and it was a gig he always wanted to go to. Just loved Muse, wanted to see him live, had organised it heaps in advance. He was getting flown down to Melbourne from Mildura. It sounds fancy, but it's not. It's like just a basic country flight. It's not that expensive. It's easier than fucking driving, especially if you want to drink. So yeah, he had it all planned, had accommodation for the night, I think he had the afternoon off work. He's a school teacher. Anyway, he's all organised, ready to go. Something happens where the plane's been delayed. I think it was something to do with weather. And anyway, by the time the plane left Mildura to go to Melbourne, he was already like struggling because the gig had already started or was just about to start and all this shit. And anyway, he got to Melbourne, the gig was already on, and he got to the got all the way to Rod Laver Arena, rushed there to hear one fucking song. It's like, oh, how fucking annoyed would you be? You've gone to all this trouble to go see one of your favourite bands. You got accommodation. You got a plane booked. You fucking gone to all the effort. The plane's running late because of weather or some shit, and then you still make the effort to go there and rush around. And then you walk into Rod Laver and they're already playing Knights of Sidonia. Fucking hell, you're so pissed off. Yeah, Magic Dirt. Are they out of Geelong? There you go. Was it Adelita? Is that the chick's name? Adelita. I always loved She Had, but She Had were Kiwi. They may as well have been Australian. Old mate Jono was always in Melbourne, hanging out with like the Living End boys and shit. She Had were fucking unreal. Big fan. I might even put some She Had on Twitch. Yeah, boy. And some Living End. Fuck yeah. Belgie? Belgie. Oh, fuck yeah. Killing Heidi. Killing Heidi was fucking awesome. And it's always I'm just a massive advocate of family bands, like as in that family connection. You just can't, as far as music goes, I just think there's something special when a family, like siblings or a mother son combo or father son or father daughter or mother daughter or whatever, like just when there's members of a family, same bloodline playing together. I just think they've always got that connection, like that deeper. Yeah, it's like, yeah, Killing Heidi. It was always, yeah, the brother and sister, Ella and what was his name? Yeah, they just Jesse, I think. Ella and Jesse. They just worked so well together. Used to love with Killing Heidi how their songs were like sort of like melodic and soft and tranquil, and then all of a sudden it get real rocky. Yeah, they were only Pacifier for one album. Yeah, true. Twitch is going to be rad tonight, busting out all these Aussie bands. I better um, so that's my Twitch there, peeps. That's my Twitch. Um, yeah, if you don't have Twitch, I'd highly suggest just joining up. It's pretty easy. And yeah, that's where I like to go, where I just sort of finish up on YouTube for a night or whatever, a sesh, go over there and hang out, and you can play music over there, and you're not getting hounded by the YouTube police. Yeah. So yeah, it's good. And yeah, generally I might get people up on a panel there as well. I don't know if that's the right link or not. It doesn't look right. I'll try again. That's better. I think that one's right. So I don't know if I can delete this one. No, I don't know. Cheers, Angie. I sent you a message just before. Oh, man. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here, folks. So, yeah, pick of the bunch, all 6 beers, good. But pick of the bunch was, for fuck's sake, I can't find it. That one there. Double dry hopped West Coast Pilsner, double down. That was my pick out of the 6. Least favourite, I can't really say because I liked them all. So it just goes to show what the quality. I like the Belgian styles. I think out of the Belgians, I probably preferred the blonde. The quad was very intense, and I just haven't had many Belgians lately, so it's like it was probably a bit too much for me. Um, the Westie and the Hazy was solid. They weren't like blow you away type beers, but pretty good. And then I really liked the bitter. So yeah, I just felt it was a really good 6. Good on you, Kicks. Love your work. Yeah, VB for life. So yeah, thanks for joining, peeps. I'm gonna head over to the other side now. So yeah, come join me over there, play some tunes, finish off my beers. It's good. Don't have to start work till late tomorrow, so I'm keen to kick on. Um, yeah, hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. And yeah, as far as reviews go, I don't know whether I'll be back this week just because of work and overtime on Arvo shifts. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, there's a few nights I finish early and can organise stuff. But yeah, it's always a cunt when I'm on Arvos. So yeah, we'll head over to Twitch now and wrap this up. Cheers to Kicks Brewing. Done well again, legends. Cheers.